Okay, it's February 13th, the day before Valentine's Day. That is February 14th. Today's marks my second day um, on an Android device. Now, my previous video message that I had left for the public to see was that I hated my iPhone 5 so much. I had to get away from the iPhone 5 because it just lacked functionality, and therefore I considered going back to an HTC EVO 4G phone that I had for quite some time. And while doing that, a friend of mine who works for Sprint was able to get me a newer HTC um, EVO LTE, and I was really quite happy, and here it is. So instead of going to the older model, I decided to splurge, and I did manage to sell this phone, by the way. I got some money for it, so it allowed me to get a purchase of even though it's older, but it is a bigger display. I love it. I love some of the features that it has. It was just really good and refreshing to go back to an Android device. So I do have the facial recognition option on, which I can go ahead and use, and it allows me to get into my phone. Now, if it fails, obviously, I could just cancel the facial recognition and just do my swipe pattern, which I could do, and it'll allow me to get into my device. Anyhow, that technology alone is just geeky enough for me to get back onto Android, and I was really excited to have that facial recognition work. So anyhow, here's the iPhone 5, smaller display. Um, you know, it kind of speaks for itself. I mean, it's just amazing to just see these devices in each hand here, and you turn on the display. It's like, boy, let's see. The Android device has got at least an inch on it, maybe about a half inch. It looks like. It's really hard to measure exactly where the lines are, but yeah, I think it's got at least a half inch on it. But the thing was also the width of of the the HTC phone. I mean, you can just see it's just basically night and day difference. I did consider getting the one of the Samsung devices, and I really do like that display. But I thought for me it was just a little bit too big for my taste at this point. All I needed to get was a dual processor, something running of at least 4.11. Hopefully this HTC, they'll come up with an update. And but anyhow, I'm going to be on this phone for quite some time. And like I said, I don't hate Apple. I love you. I love the iPhone experience, but it just fell short of a few features. And the thing that was really annoying was the calendaring, and it was really nice and refreshing to be back on using an Android device that uses the Google Calendar is very native, and it's very easy, and I get all of my calendar information without problems. Now, with that being said, as I activated the iPhone 5, I did sell it. I activated the iPhone 5, found that there was some problems with iMessage, and I was trying to get it to work on the iMessage on the Mac, and anyhow, yeah, I found out later after spending about an hour and a half with the carrier, which in this case would be Sprint. The iMessage was only working with iPhone 5 users, but not anybody that was on iPhone 4. Now the reason being is that when we called on this iPhone, you get a very distinctive beep, and I can go ahead and dial a number right now, and you'll hear the two beeps. Now that means to me is that it's going to one of those portable mobile extender devices. I've tried all kinds of settings in the cellular section of this iPhone. I've disabled LTE, enabled LTE. I've disabled cellular. Yeah, I mean, I've done all kinds of things. The bottom line is that there is a tower nearby that is recepting, or I don't know, taking on the connection, I guess. So that is the limitation, and Sprint was able to verify that. All right, I'll keep you guys posted.